Hi guys, hello. Welcome. I promise. Well, okay, let me introduce myself. I'm Ifoma Okoli, returning back with another episode of Return of the King, King of Boys, Return of the King, just like I promised. So I'm back on here, hey, to discuss episode 2 of King of Boys, Return of the King. Oh my goodness, it promises to be a very interesting one today. And I'm going to be looking at my notes. See, it was that important. It was that serious. I had to take notes. Yeah, so I don't miss anything. So if you see me looking down, it's because I had to take notes on this one. Oh my goodness, watching this King of Boys, Return of the King, it was wow. Well, you know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and get into it. Okay, guys, now to the notes. Okay, to my notes. Is that serious, y'all? It's there. We out. Okay, okay. So, at this stage, we're looking at um the campaigns. Okay, the campaigns for the governorship election is now, everybody's now giving their best campaign, and Alaja Eniola Salami is in the race. Of course, she's in the gubernatorial race for to become governor of Lagos State. Okay, and she's running without a party. She's running on with no party alliances, on her own individual strength. Wow, that's tough. That's tough, especially in Nigeria. Okay, and the streets love her. The streets are in love with Alaja. Okay, let me start with the new characters, and then I'm going to talk about the original characters. Okay, so first of all, let's talk about Odudu Bariba. Odudu Bariba is now he's well, let's say he's trying to take over as the head of the mob table. He's quite proud and ruthless, and wants Eniola Salami to bow before him. Pride comes before a fall, they say. Pride comes before a fall. We're going to see what will happen there. Also, there's a restless reporter, and this reporter, you can tell he's on a personal vendetta. His dad was killed by powerful people, and his dad was also a journalist, and it was never investigated. Because there were powerful people who his dad was investigating as an investigative reporter, and he was wasted. So now his son is a journalist. Now this journalist is trying to uncover a lot of dirty things that went on behind the scenes between Eniola and the current president of the country. Okay, so he's trying to dig up a lot of dirty secrets. Wow. We're going to see how that goes and how that plays out, okay? We're moving to Pastor Ephrain now, okay? Ephrain, he seems to be a principled man of God, but Pastor Ephrain is a very cunning man of God. I have to say, this is one of my favorite characters here, and he's played by RMD, okay? Pastor Ephrain runs a very large church with massive congregation, and, if a political candidate has Pastor Ephrain's backing and his support during these elections, that candidate, is short of massive numbers, from Pastor Ephraim's congregation, and a lot of the runners in the race are trying to get Pastor Ephraim to, how will I say, support his public, alliance. Well, Pastor Ephraim is cunning, Pastor Ephraim, the way he's playing all these strong, powerful people, eh? Oh my goodness. I was like, whoa, Pastor Ephraim. And then he will play them and still collect their money. Oh my goodness. After collecting their money, he's still principled. He doesn't want to align with anybody, or to be seen to align with anybody as a man of God. And then he will take their donations to the church, but he will tell them outright. They all know that, what, I am not going to, align with you. I'm not going to say anything, but, God be with you in your, God be with you in your campaigns. But guess what? The governor's wife, that governor's wife, she's one to watch out for. She played a quick one on Pastor Ephrain. You need to watch it to see. Oh my goodness, this is a practical case of Konima die, Konima burial. The woman, that's another hot character here. We need to watch out for her. Okay, now moving on. Okay, the governor's wife, the current governor of Lagos State is another character, and his wife, and they are threatened, of course, by Naijaonnetflix, and she's running in this race. How is it going to be? Okay, so those are, people who are also, Eniola is also having to fight. Okay, now let's move on to the characters who we know who started King of Boys. Now moving on, we have allies. Some allies of Alaja Eniola have, either by force or by choice, they have diverted their alliances elsewhere. They're no longer, they no longer pander to her. They no longer, see her as a person of influence. As a matter of fact, a woman market leader whom Eniola practically put in that powerful position, because as a women leader in the market, you can rally the women around a political candidate, and they will go out massively and vote for that candidate. So but this woman now is giving Eniola the cold shoulder, even dressed Alaja Eniola, as in King of Boys, dressed her down. Whoa, wow, you need to see that one. I was like, what? Oh my goodness, what is she going to do? What is Adetiba going to do as a King of Boys? Got this kind of embarrassing dressing down. Woo! Oh my goodness. So anywho, oh my goodness, no. So there are many moments in this movie, I have to say though. Okay, you think, oh my goodness, she did what? She said what? What's Eniola going to do? But she kept her calm. It seems like Alaja Eniola has a lot of stuff going on under wraps. Right now, it seems like the lion is becoming a lamb, but I'm not fooled. I am not fooled, because so many things. I mean, this woman, like, yeah, she's one to watch out for sure. That's why they can't call her King of Boys. Okay, so moving on. Now we see Odogu Malaysia. We see that he is, confused that Eniola is not talking to him. He's still trying to reach out to Eniola. Odogu Male was the person who, when Eniola was sent into exile, he took out Eniola's arch enemy, Makanaki. Remember Makanaki from the old King of Boys? He was the one who killed Makanaki for what he did to Alaji Eniola Salami. So Odogu Male is definitely an ally. He's definitely an ally. But right now, Eniola is not talking to him. Eniola has not taken his calls, not seen him. But it shows that Eniola is not happy with him for something. Okay, so we need to watch to find out what's the problem. Why is Eniola keeping quiet with somebody who seems to be her only main ally at this point in time, like at that mob table? Okay, so right now she is just facing the gubernatorial race, and she's not really doing, using her power on the streets, so to say, at this point in time. Okay, right now she's in a place where it seems to me like she's studying all the people around, and also fighting her own demons, her own personal demons too. She's fighting her own personal demons on the side. Okay, but she ain't gonna stay down for long now. This. So let's keep moving. Okay, so we can see her trusted bodyguard Adetiba approaches her and asks her, what's going on, mommy? What's happening? What's going on? What's happening? You're not making any power moves. You're not going after your enemies who took out one of your children. You're not making any moves in that direction. What's happening, mama? What's happening? at some point she's confiding in Adetiba, you know, about her indecision, about her indecisiveness. So you need to watch that, you know. And Adetiba is like, is Mama not going to be the king of boys anymore? What's happening? What's happening? So lots of decisions are going. A lot of decisions are going on inside Alaja in your last mind, you know. But we're going to watch and see. Okay, then what else? What else? What else? What else? You can tell. But at the end of the day, Eniola seems to be tired, but you know justice is begging to be fulfilled. And knowing Alaja Eniola, justice is going to come one way or another for the people who have wronged her, who one of them who, you know, took her daughter. So you know something is coming. You know something is coming. But, one thing I noticed, one thing I took note of, even though she's really, really angry with Pastor Ephrain and the way he, you know, took her donations without endorsing her like she thought he was going to do, but she went back for another visit with Pastor Ephrain, and we don't know what they discussed in that meeting, but I know she is talking to Pastor Ephrain on the side. And he made a statement, you know, where is your soul going to end up after all this? So I'm not really sure what kind of discussions are going on behind the scenes between Alaja Eniola and Pastor Ephrain. So we're going to find out moving forward as she analyzes the people and the kind of moves she's going to make moving forward, you know, against her enemies. Or is she going to leave everything in God's hands? But you know, the Bible is all about forgiveness. It also talks about if you go for revenge, make sure you go with two coffins, because you might try to, you know, take out your enemy and your plans might take you out also in the process. So revenge is really tricky. It can be tricky. The Bible does say that we should leave vengeance in God's hands, that he always avenges wrong. Well, that's coming from for Christians, for believers, for somebody who believes in God totally, completely. That will be a little bit easy to do. But for somebody like Eniola, who has lived in the streets and who is a hard woman, it might be really hard for her to do that. But let's see going on. What moves will be made coming in the next few episodes, and it's something to watch. Kemi, Adetiba and the team, they outdid themselves on this one. Congratulations to them. It's really doing good. All right, bye till the next time, to the next episode. Alrighty, take care. And do click on the link below to subscribe, and so you can get future notifications whenever I'm putting up new videos.